Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Valentine's time or happy Valentine's Day. I want to do a little question and answer for like some of my male friends on campus. You're gonna see clips of them, but let me tell you first, the question I'm asking them is, drum roll, blah, 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 blah. Wait, did you subscribe? The question is, how do you know when you love someone? My answer to that would be, I know when I love someone when I'm experiencing something. It could be new or it couldn't be, and I can't help but to think or to wish that they were experiencing it with me. So I have examples of it. Like when I was in high school, my best friend, I was a president of several organizations, and I just wanted her to be a part of that. I just wanted it to be on her resume. I just wanted her to go to these places with me. In my relationship, I just wanted him to experience what I was experiencing. And my friendships, I would, like for example, just last week I had a pretzel from the Amish people, and it was so divine. And I was like, wow, I would love for my roommate to experience this with me right now, and she's not physically here with me, you know. And just the thought of me experiencing something so nice, like being so absorbed in the moment itself and just being so captivated by it, but still having a moment to think about someone else besides myself while I experience that, is when I really know, like, wow, I don't need to be distracted, but I am, because I'm so in love, or I have so much love for someone that I want them to experience something that I think is wonderful with me. So keep watching to find out how some of my friends know when they love someone. And happy Valentine's Day, and happy love, happy Black History Month, all of that in one. Is it okay if I ask you a question from my YouTube channel?
Sure.
How do you know that you love someone?
That's a big question. But I would say pretty much the moment you realize you can't seem to stop thinking about them for like even a second. And I guess you care about them so much, you want to just seeing them happy pretty much becomes your priority. You just, when they're hurt, you're hurt. When they're sad, you're sad. When they're happy, you're happy. And you just can't seem to just get over that person. They're always in your thoughts, and you pretty much, you stop caring about yourself, and everything that's important to you, it pretty much becomes about them. I'll say that's pretty much when you know you love someone.
How do you know that you love someone?
Oh, shoot. How do I know that I love somebody? When I don't have to, not really when I don't have to say anything, somebody already knows what I'm about to say. It's like a feeling that you can't explain or describe. You just know, and you be like, dang, I love you. And it's hard. But then like, yeah, you can't explain it. You can't explain love. It's just something that happens, and boom, it's there. And then you're just warm. It's like a nice hug. You know, it's just
So like I guess due to my faith, me being Christian, I'm technically supposed to love everyone, and like obviously I love my family, but like I feel like at least like romantic love means like, I don't know, I have a special connection with that person. I just had to be really comfortable around her more than I am like anyone else. And I have to just be like willing to be open more than normal.
For me, I'd say it's a connection, you know. When you find that person that every single time you just keep thinking about, and like every plans you're making for yourself, you can't just neglect them in those plans, you know. That's when I feel like you actually love that person, you know. And it don't necessarily have to be, it could be like your mom, it could be your brothers, somebody, anybody. But once you feel that you have a connection with somebody, and a single plan you're making, a life decision plan you're making for yourself, you tend to include those people in your plans, then you know you have some feelings for that person, or you love that person.
Well, you know you love someone when you can't imagine life without that person. Well, you just think about that person every morning, you know. They always come to your mind first for everything else. Well, that's how I think, you know, you love someone.
I don't know.
You don't know
Nope.
at all?
No.
Have you been in love?
I don't know.
No?
Nah.
Okay, well, you know, you are one of the few who have been spared from going through what it means. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, me personally, it's kind of a cynical answer, but whenever I meet somebody, the basis of the relationship is always, like on my end at least, the things that I dislike about them, if that's weird, I don't know. But it's like I always am very sensitive to the pet peeves and just the little quirks that just kind of annoy me, just that little bit of ire in the back of my mind. Nothing too serious. But when the person over time demonstrates their other positive attributes, their skills, their experiences, and all those other good quirks, and I guess rise above those initial pet peeves, that's love. Because it's an earnest and completely voluntary desire to become a better version of themselves. And I love that. That is the power of the individual to me, and I think everybody should improve on that in themselves. And when I see people actively trying to become a better individual, I love that. And I want to be a part of that. I want to support people in their desires to become a better self, because it's powerful, you know?
How do you know when you love someone?
They make you want to be a better person in every essence of the word. You want to grow, evolve, and be better for them. I know that's how I know, at least. If you want them, you're going to act right. You're not going to have them looking stupid, wondering if you're the one for them or they're the one for you.
Love. That is an interesting question, because I feel like love is really difficult to find, because the way Hollywood portrays this thing, it's like something felt by two people. Like, I don't know how to explain it in words, but I know it's something really hard to find, because in life we see men married to women. We're like, yeah, when they get married, but 20 years after they divorce, I'd be like, wow, so shouldn't marriage be like a way of showing your love, that you love someone? From that said, it's really hard to tell when you love someone, but I feel like when you love someone, it's when you feel really connected to the person, and the person also feels connected to you, and you see them for the way they are. Everyone is not perfect, so you like them for that imperfection. That's what I'm gonna say, categorize as love.
So cliche. I'm gonna say this. You just know. So no. Actually, I don't know, because it really depends on the person and how you actually feel. And as long as you guys both feel the same, I get like this sick feeling. But it's not one of those, oh, I'm ready to throw up or something's disgusting me. No, it's like I can't stand to not be around this person. Like, I really want to be with this person every day, this, that, and the third. But that's how I know or determine what love is.
This is a really okay. Love. What is love? It's basically a go-to person, to just sum it up in a word. Well, my mom always says something like, you have to love your best friend. Well, love your partner like your best friend, like wanting to spend more time with the person, wanting to put in your time, your effort, your resources into, being together with this person and accepting their flaws, their mistakes, because nobody's 100% perfect, obviously. And you consistently think of that person without even realizing it. I'm like, oh, let me just text this person and see how he or she is doing. It's like, it will get to that point where if you see the person with somebody else having fun, it's a little bit of, you get jealous, or a kind of sadness that you might not accept it or you might not show it, but it's there. And I think if anybody's being honest with themselves, if I was honest with myself, oh, I'm in love with this person. Hey, I gotta shoot my shot real fast before somebody else takes that person. And it kind of like takes a while for love to grow to that level. You can't just meet somebody and just, oh, I love you. That's a crush. It's people tend to confuse that a lot. But for me, love is patience, love is kindness, love is togetherness, unity, affection, and romantic stuff as well. Yeah.
So from my perspective, I feel like when you know you love somebody, it's just genuine. Nothing feels forced. It's just an understanding of the connection, honestly, to me. If I feel like I could just be around you and not feel like I need to be somebody else and force who I am or anything of that matter, and I just get this feeling of being comfortable, not stressing, and all my problems go away. That's how I feel like I know I love somebody.
I don't know when I love someone. Well, it's something that you just feel right here. It's something that when you feel it and like, man, I really love this person, and that's how you know.
Thank you.
Is that good? I don't want to say some crazy ass answer.
Say some crazy ass something. Go ahead. Let me hear. What's up?
Hold on.
How do you know?
Hold on. I can't. I'm running for too much. I'm in too many positions right now on campus. I can't.
What?
I can't say what I really want to say. How do I know when I love someone? Man, I'm toxic. I can't answer that question.
Oh my god.
Ooh, good question. That's a really good question. I guess from my perspective and from everyone's perspective, they're always on your mind. You think of them all the time, and when they come around, it's butterflies in your stomach. Your heart picks up. You get that adrenaline or that anxiety. Like I said before, it's nonstop thinking. Sometimes for me, I get nervous when I'm in love with someone. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to sound stupid. I don't want to look stupid. But I try to play it not cool, but just remain calm when I'm around them and stuff like that. So that's how I know that I love someone.
I feel as though love is one of those things where you feel as though you can't live without, and a part of that is having comfort. If you honestly can't live without someone, or you feel as though your world would be compromised without them, I feel as though that's what determines if you truly love someone.
I think you love someone when you really feel like in your heart you can't let them go. It's like you have to have them in your life. Like, you can't do anything without them. Like, you see them, you think about them all the time. Like, it's just something you feel. Like, it's like it's a special connection. So I think if you're in love with somebody and like you're connected like that, then I think you're in love.
Love? What is love? Love? I don't know if I love somebody. If they show me that they love me, I guess that's how you show them that you have love too. It has to be equal. If you have a relation with the person and you guys are meeting eye to eye, that should be good enough. I don't know.
I think it's the instant satisfaction you get just from looking at that person. I don't think, I know it's something that can be built further over time, but I think once you look at somebody, you would know if there's going to be a connection or not. The love for marriage came way before the proposal idea. You have to have a very strong trust in the individual, especially with everything that goes on now with social media and other interactions you can make, all sorts of dating apps and things like that. Thankfully for me, I didn't have that problem because I met my wife in a bar, which I guess is the old school way of doing things. But once you have that spark and that connection, it's something that's built. We built ours over 1.5 years before we even contemplated marriage. And then it just continues. And if it doesn't continue, then the relationship will end. And that's the harsh reality of any relationship.
Thank you. Hi, is it okay if I ask you a question for my YouTube channel?
No,
It's not okay?
it's not.
What do you want me to do now?